Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. Episode 19, I believe? Yes, 19 of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 Remake. I have remembered to put my staff officer. I have remembered it. And we're going to finish off Cao Cao here. We will have no reinforcements. Cao Cao will have many reinforcements from Yuan Shao and Kong Rong. We will be doing an uphill battle. So my main focus is going to be taking down those reinforcements first. If we can do that, then I am confident that we can wipe the floor with Cao Cao. The reinforcements will appear here-ish, I believe. This is where the enemy reinforcements appears for this fight. So yeah, as long as we can get in position. So we're going to move everyone up. Big units in front. Shenggong now can have 10,000 units, which is really nice. And we do want... Now this is not a good place for a fire attack because of this highway. You can't set the highway on fire. But if we position our army here, then the enemy won't spawn on it. That's actually a really good strategy. If we fill each of these highway hexes with our army, the enemy reinforcements will be forced to spawn in on the plains, and then we can hit them with fire. So I'm actually going to take away Will Sabotage and get 2 fire assaults. How long before the enemy reinforcements? 4 days. Right, okay. So that is our plan. If we can take care of the reinforcements. And there's enemy forces over there, but we're not going to bother fighting you guys. Why? Because we have reinforcements in mind. So we're going to fill up all these highway spaces. And then when the reinforcements spawn, they will not be able to spawn in on the hex that is protected from fire attack. And we can then hit them with fire attack. They're just going to retreat. So all we're going to do now is just wait until the enemy reinforcements turn up. We need to be smart about this fight because we are outnumbered because of the enemy reinforcements. That's why we need to really think about this fight. There we go. Oh, I did the wrong area. Right, okay. We cannot inflame up here, so that is a big fail on my part. But that is okay. So the big threat here is Yuan Shao. So let's panic everyone instead. There we go. Okay, so they're all panicked now, so they can't retaliate. So let's really hit Yuan Shao while he can't retaliate. And I've made some blunders in this fight actually. I should have been raising my morale. But if we can take down Yuan Shao, he's the big threat. We can't even retaliate because of the panic. Lu Bu. That's an interesting time to place that's a really good move. So they placed a spy in Lu Bu's camp and triggered it just there. Which is the best time they could have used it because Lu Bu was going to be really important this turn. Right, let's do rock ball.
怎能任凭摆布？
And move out the way.
就这点能耐吗？
Okay, we need to be careful.
马超，让道，前进！
Oh, we can cure. Yeah, let's cure them.
这里可是战场，动作快，
Just get
我也
that cured.
前进。
And then do an intercept.
我来助阵，出发！已经手痒，跟我来。
So that negates the spy.
我来助阵。
There we go. Yuan Shao's unit is down.
不可能，不可能啊！该如何去吧？
Let's...
各种手段。
Oh, damn it, I didn't mean that. I wanted to hit Taisha.
开始前进。
Oh, when show. Ah. So sometimes this will happen. You'll get antagonistic relationships from just fighting with people. Not the same as a sworn enemy though.
出发吧，走吧。我来助阵。
Yeah, so we really need to really hit. Here's Kong Rong. So Kong Rong, Yuan Shang. Yeah, Kong Rong. Well, most of these are Kong Rong.
那么，尽管被我的计策玩弄吧，得尽快筹谋。那么，
And I'm really worried about Kong Rong.
该如何进行？
Okay, but we're doing okay.
尽管被我的计策
He's going to lower Zhang Liao's morale. That's smart play. But these reinforcements are more deadly than anything else. But I think we can whirlwind these guys. Oh, how did that not get one show? Right, so that's 3 units gone
疾步如飞，
from that.
失态了，实在惭愧，失态了。我张文远的敌人在何方？前进，进攻！
And Gao Gan did really good in lowering Zhang Liao's morale there. That was a smart play.
动作快，
Yeah.
前进！动作快！
Yeah, I wanted to do this because it has a chance to confuse them.
西凉的马术，一决胜负。
Oh, please. Oh, it's a Changji. I think we're going to win this, but we'll do it anyway.
我将手
I was hoping it was going to be Kong Rong, but he's got a deputy, so... He's just wiped out straight away.
冷静点。
And Kong Rong's confused. Let's get you out there because you have low troops.
一颗棋子，动作快。
I'm not sure. Let's come up here. And Flurry Wencho, because he's a threat because of his high leadership.
动作快，已经手痒了，跟我来。
Let's intercept Wencho and finish him off. Intercept's good because there's no retaliation damage. So you can never capture an antagonistic character, they always retreat,
不留情，
which is silly in my opinion, but that's how it works.
切记保持阵，已经手痒，前进，
Gaolan is there.
跟我来。前进，
We need to finish off Gao Gan.
高声领下，我的决心吧。
I'm worried about how many tactics we're using before we even fought Cao Cao. It's gonna lower morale, but not by a lot.
快跟上！我来助阵，快跟上！好，尽管被我的计策玩弄吧，好好尽管被我的计策玩弄。
Okay, I'll take that. Right, Lubu, right now I want you against... Oh, I can't have you against Kong Rong because you're zone of control. So because Gao Lan is right next to me, I can't go past him. I need to move. But I can go over here because it's out of his range. The only thing I can do right this turn is take down Gao Lan. It's a bit of a waste of Lu Bu, but I can't even get him in position to attack Kongrong.
我张文远的敌人在何方？我来助阵。给我金马超，让道！哼，跟我来。
Right, I think we're going to save the rest of our tactics for Cao Cao's army.
需仔细评估敌人。我来支援。不应如动作快。
Kongrong is the last enemy reinforcement on the board.
切记保持阵型。猛攻。去吧。
And because he's confused, he can't retaliate against normal attacks. He can only use tactics, which is why confusion is good.
该如何？跟我来。高兴。
Right, hopefully, yes.
我来支援。
Lu Bu can wipe out Kongrong.
怎么可能？我竟然
Awesome. Okay, so that is all of Cao Cao's reinforcements annihilated.
前进。
So now what we need to do is I need to figure out who has what tactics. So you have rouse, so we'll use
马
that.
梦起，动作快。一战，前进。
You have inspire. We'll cure. No, we'll not cure. We'll cure. No. We'll keep the cure for now.
开始，前进。开始，切记保持阵型。
Right, we'll inspire Zhang Liao, get his morale back up.
去吧，出发吧，跟我来。开始，
And it's going to be a bit of a slog to get through this mountain terrain.
要击溃内，出发吧。
Yeah, my TV is trying to turn off. Yeah,
一步逐
getting through this mountain terrain is going to suck, but it saves us having to go through the watchtowers,
我也不
which in my opinion is worth it.
开始，跟我来。该如何？切记保持阵型。开始，走吧。开始，快跟上。
So Cao Cao's, Yuan Shao and Kongrong's armies both got decimated.
摇来，跟我来。
That will make fighting them a lot easier if we choose to do so.
已经守，跟我来。该如前进。已经跟我来。好，快跟上。
Yeah, you can see how slow this is because how difficult it is moving with cavalry on mountains.
马超，动作快。
But but all it means is it takes a little bit longer, and we get to avoid
该如何？
we get to avoid going through this and taking damage all the way. So yeah, I say that's well worth
保
it.
持阵型，出发吧，前进。好，快跟上。要击溃，冲吧！摇，
Okay, Zhang Liao's breaking through, and he's spotted 2 enemy units. I'm not sure. We want all of Cao Cao's officers, obviously. They're good officers. Well, not all of them,
走吧。
but a good portion of them. So hopefully we can capture a majority of them.
唯有一战。
I don't think we'll capture Cao Cao or anyone that's a sworn enemy. I think because they're antagonistic, they automatically retreat.
上阵，
I think.
看看我疾步如飞。我张文
Right, let's try and line up our forces here. There they go. There's the rest of Cao Cao's forces.
跟我来。必须前进。已经守前进。
They are fresh, not had a single bit of action.
这点能耐吗？
Yeah, that's not a really helpful thing to spot at this point, Jiaju.
孟德，敌军会如？
So, yeah, we can do a lot of damage with a fire attack if we can bait them in.
跟我来。
So I don't know if they're charging out at us at the minute, or if they're just lining up the other side.
走吧，前进。有我荀文若，走吧。夏侯元让，前进。开始，跟我来。且看我一前进。
Okay.
看看我
I can't get Lu Bu in the mix right now, so let's fall back. until we can get our army better prepared to deal with them.
我也不过是以前进。开始前进，开始去吧。唯有一要尝试，已经
Oh, they're gonna go back now. Right, okay, so they were charging out as...
那么跟我来。
So it's a delicate balance of teasing them out and
那么
getting your army in control, right? So they're just falling back now.
夏侯元
该如何行动？
That's fine by me.
个家伙呢？
Blue Boo, let's get you in position. Now we can line up our army.
跟我来，给我金马前进，唯有一战前进，已经手有吧？开始前进，必须仔细又长，
Yep, and they're all gonna come back.
走吧。
得仔细观
That's fine by me.
那么，
快跟上！
让你
由我询问入，
夏侯元
开始。
且看我要击溃你，
Okay, so let's move here
疾步如飞。
and fire assault. We just wiped out a good chunk of them. We wiped out Jiahao Yuan, we wiped out Li Dian,
撤退！
and Yu Jin. Now let's...
搞砸了吗？
I can't get a hit on Cao Cao. So let's move back to Jiahao Dun.
我找
Try and finish off Jiahao Dun.
我来助阵，就连我也
He's done for.
聊来。
Now let's try and finish off Zun Yu.
给我金马超前进，我来支援。
And just like that. Goodbye.
会
Oh, and he dies. So this is something that can happen sometimes. Sometimes, sometimes when you fight officers on battle and you attack them and they lose, they have a chance to die. You can turn this setting off, but I think it's much more interesting with it turned on. So Zun Yu, a really good officer, is dead. Killed by Ma Chao in battle.
唯有一战，
He'll go down. No problem. That's not going to work to confuse him, sadly. I could do it, but I don't see the point. We'll just hold off for now. What about you?
前进，
You have a better chance. You have 22% chance to confuse him. Let's do it.
保证领效。
It didn't work, but that's fine.
前进，绝
Let's try you. Let's try instigate. Bring his morale down.
各种手段
That means he won't be able to use tactics at least, but he's probably going to use a strategy.
能。
Yes, he's panicked.
兵们，
But not all of our units are panicked, so that's okay. We come in and we can raging fire. That's good because there's no retaliation.
跟我来。开始，
Come over here and maybe mounted archers.
一招定胜负。那么，
There's Gaoshan. Gaoshan has cure.
到此为止。
That's too late. So Cao Cao was the last one on the field.
给我金马超，动作快！
I'm gonna whirlwind.
金马超并非浪得虚，好剑是西凉的马术。前进，
So, but
我是一个动作快。
his stratagem is not going to save him.
力的一击吧！
He is wiped out.
敌将，我记住你了。这便是天下无双。
We have captured officers of the Cao. We have captured Cao Cao. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Everybody that's our sworn enemy dies. Because they're never ever gonna stop being our sworn enemy.
此处就是我曹孟德的尽头吗？
And I get all of Cao Cao's specialty items. I don't know if Jihao Yuan and Jihao Dun will work for me now. They will not. And I think that's because I killed Cao Cao. So I'm just going to execute them. I don't want to risk them going off to another
愿以忠心，
Dian Wei we can get. What about Yue Jin?
愿以忠心
Yep.
侍奉左右，
Manchong?
再次宣誓效忠。今后，您
Right, the rest I'm not worried about. Well, Li Dian, yeah. If you're not going to join me, Li Dian.
严峻于此，
Right, now the rest we can just
必
employ.
诚心追随。
And I'm not fussed about you guys.
此事令人喜出望外。
So we killed a lot of people there.
佩服，
I killed both the Jihao Dun and Jihao Yuan. I didn't want to risk them turning into a sworn enemy because I killed Cao Cao, which I think is what would have happened. Who do I want to be in control of? Yeah, Hung Wan, why not? We eliminated the Cao clan completely. All the Caos are gone. We wiped out Jihao Dun and Jihao Yuan, and Zun Yu died.
有急事禀报。
Interesting. Sun Guan has attacked. That is a vagrant army. Hell yeah! Where's Pu Yang? He's attacking here. Right after we... Yeah, this is exactly what I meant by you've got a garrison. So because we have so few troops here after we've just attacked here, he's taking advantage. But it's not going to work for him. Not a chance. But we'll deal with this attack next time. Thanks very much for being here. Hope you're well. Hope to see you next time. Take care.